Kia ora tātou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. Ni hao mā, vanakum. As you heard, we are from New Zealand, but we are also from India. We have a company based in India. I have the honor of being the chairman of that company, and we work with educational institutions in India and in New Zealand and in other countries to forge collaborations for the better good of everyone. In Singapore 2.5 years ago, we were extremely excited to identify a company called EduWealth. We have the founder of that company, Mr. Hemant Doshi, with us today, who 10 years ago developed the most exciting game-playing program for financial literacy and financial wisdom. I would like to introduce you now to Mr. Hemant Doshi.
I asked one of your colleagues earlier if you knew what you were getting into this morning, and he said he had no idea. So I live a bit of that suspense with you, but I can assure you that at the end of the 3 or 4 hours with me, you'll have lots of fun. Some of you may be removing your jackets because you'll be having so much fun. But at the end of the day, there's going to be some learning on your part. And I would like to get that feedback from you, how this has impacted you, whether this has impacted you, whether you like it or not. We take criticisms very well. Okay, I have been doing training for the last 10 odd years. I've trained gazillion students, and as a company, we have trained 300 to 400 students alone, 300 to 400,000 students alone in Singapore. We are 10 years old, and we have started expanding the business into the region. I have a very fun job. I play games for a living. And I keep creating new versions of this game, but they are more or less enhancements to the existing model. Okay. You haven't even moved yet. Okay. Do you roll a die? What do you get? No. Then you have to roll a die again. Roll a die. 1 die. 4. 4 means you have a top opportunity. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you decide you stay in private or move to public. You can choose to return. Don't worry about that. But you want to stay in private. That's what it is. And you pay your room and board. Correct. You're the bank also? I will introduce the stock market now. Okay? This is the next dimension in Praxis. Another investment tool. But before we get there, just a quick recap of the rules. Okay, when you land on savings or retirement, you buy two plans each. Okay? Savings card, you can exchange every 5 for 1,000 anytime in the game. I'm recapping the rules just in case you're not playing it right. The game is most appreciated when you play it right. Okay? Retirement, you may exchange it only at the end of the game. Clear? Next, employment. When you land on employment, you have to roll 1 die. You have to pick the top card. Even if you don't want to switch, you have to pick it up. If you don't want to switch, you put it back. If you want to switch, you pay the difference. If you are unemployed, you raise your hand. I give you the unemployed card. 1 means up by 1. What has gone up? Hold on. Communication up by 1. Must open 3 cards. If anybody has communication shares, you get dividends as well right now. But nobody's got. Communication up by 1 more. Yes. Communication up. Give it a good shuffle, right? Done? Then you do the last step. Okay? Would you like to buy something else? Oil? You walk on a wild set. Buy oil. Okay, oil. 2,000 kilo oil. Get lots of business. Please carry on. After that, carry on a normal gameplay. After you do this news flash. 2 more minutes! 2 more minutes! Game over! Please give yourselves a big round of applause. And then they were 2. More than 115,000. That's a multiple. More than 118,000. 125. The winner. How much? 149. About $150,000. Please give her, come on up, come on up. Please give her a round of applause. I bring some gold. Gold for the winner. Congratulations, share it with your friends. Okay. So in life, when you start working or when you're already working, there are two elements. One is luck. There is that roll of dice in the luck. You can all apply for the job at ICICI. They may not employ all of you, but all of you got the same grades. So a bit of luck. But when you get there, strategy is very important. Right? If you don't have the principles of finance or personal finance, no matter what luck you have, the strategy is important still.
What I did was I invested in all twice, and someone else rolled the dice, and the company shut down both the times.
In the whole game, I only get 2 wages.
Okay.
And still I survived. I'm thankful to stocks and property.
So what was your wage?
I was at executive level. And
All the way?
Yeah. No, all the way I was unemployed. Only 2 wages I got.
Oh, in this 3.5 hours, she only collected 2 wages. Please give her a big round of applause. She's very good. Okay, let me tell you something. This game is not a reflection of your life. Don't worry.
I invested in retirement plan and I landed up 42,000.
Fantastic. You saw that?
I lost a job initially only, and at the mercy of the government, I got another job, and that I also lost in the next round straight away. So I was having no job all the time, and all I did is purchase property at some phase. And whenever I got an opportunity to purchase a stock market, like the shares, I always check the price that I do not buy at the lowest price, because if I buy at the lowest price, then I'll at least consider for 2 stages to go down. So I bought all the stocks which already had a gap that it can go 2 stages down.
So that you had a buffer.
Exactly.
Fantastic. That is a strategy. Very good, right? He didn't wait. If I've got one more tick, I'm not going to buy, because this company can crash. I just need 2 ticks down. I'm gone.
I just want to
right.
give you all back. So I was also having a loan of around 10 to 12,000, and I ended up getting around 34,000.
It was very interesting, and thank you very much for choosing us to play this game. And yes, I played the game in the first half I was having more than 1 lakh bucks with me, but in second half I paid lots of taxes, property loss, everything. So I ended up with $73,000. Yes, a great learning, a very interesting game. Means you already explained this thing. You reinforced the things while we were playing the game. So the idea behind this thing was great. Thank you very much.
Okay. First of all, thank you very much for bringing this game on. Well, that was a fun and frolic game. First of all, at the start we thought it's a kind of business game. We understood that, but as soon as it's got into other stages, it was very much fun. And apart from the learning part, was just amazing. That you learn strategies over there, you learn your basic principles that you need to, and the most important thing is that you understand the value of money that you are earning and you're putting in somewhere or wasting it. That's the message of the game. That's fantastic.
So for me, this board game has been the best board game I've ever played. Saying that it's flawless would be an understatement over here. There were times where my strategy went haywire. There were times when my strategy worked. There were times when, having a buffer worked. There were times when, luck played its role. And there were times when, luck took me up, took me down. I was a doctor once. I got unemployed. Suddenly, a round later or 2 rounds later, I again got my job back. So it was all kinds of emotions flowing out. I mean, I cannot say anything wrong about the game. The best game ever. It's totally commendable. And I like to all these people to give a big round of applause for this particular game.
What I learned from this game was is never to give up, because I invested twice and I lost. Both the companies shut down, the stocks where I invested, but I still kept on investing. I was bankrupt. I still managed to earn more than 20,000 by the end of it.
I love this game. It was because of this game that I'm now. Earlier, it was like I was very scared of taking risks, but now this game has really encouraged me to take risks, and so that I can invest in stock markets. So for sure, I'll be doing it. Otherwise, I was like, I'll never ever invest in stock markets. But now I have the courage to invest in stock markets. I have got positive results as well as negative, but altogether it was.
This game helped me clear out all my premonitions regarding the risk, the share markets. Seriously, earlier we were skeptic about investments. This time we actually got a taste of when to invest, where to invest, and how to play the game, how to actually make out the right time, right choice decisions.
A very good afternoon to one and all. And first of all, congratulations to Boski for a phenomenal performance. And one thing I would like to say, I never believed in luck. I never believed in roll of dice. I always came up with a strategy in the game, and I believe that a strategy is important.
This game gave all of us a wonderful experience. What I realized that the insurance is something different, and your capital and your strategy is insurance when you lose a job. I was jobless, but still I managed the capital, and I followed some strategies and I invested, and so I was not bankrupt at least. So the myth which all we are having, that being a jobless and having little money, we cannot survive or we cannot flourish, it was absolutely now vanished from my mind. With all my capitals and all my funds from my parents, still I can survive without job. I can come up with something. Thanks for boosting this confidence, at least in the youngsters, especially today. Thanks.
I would like to say that nothing can be like the real thing. You can every time it will be a new scenario in the market. You have to face different situations. But after this game, at least you can be ready for that. You can. May the worst situation comes, at least you are ready for that. I guess nobody has invested ever. Now at least some of the practical experiences, everybody get some practical experience. And also the insurance, before that we have gained the theoretical concepts of insurance, but while playing, I guess everybody came to know the actual meaning of insurance, that what insurance give you. You give 100 rupees and insurance give you 500 rupees back. So that is one of the important concepts of the game.
That don't be aggressive in planning. Just hold on your nerves and then plan. Thank you.
Good.
A big thanks to this game, because earlier I am very much afraid about stock market and investment and all, but after playing this game I have reduced my fear regarding this, and ma'am and sir used to come over here and help us regarding all the things. So I'm pretty much confident about market. And another one important thing, we used to spend and spend and spend. Expenditure is high for youngsters, but now after playing this game I have it in my mind that we should save something from here itself, otherwise it will be really tough after 40 or 50. That
program, because at one point of time I was having 8 scripts, and at one slash it went like anything, and till throughout the game I was cursing myself, why did I buy that thing, but the cursing shouldn't go that way. I should have bought and I should have made it proper planning. So this anger management was also one part and parcel of this, this game itself.